picture, so I guess you want the vibe. I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Patriots are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against that Jaguars team that wants to keep the running game in check.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And right away, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
Let's go!
Here's Gillisley. Busts through the tackle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run with Gillisley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. This is Gillisley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now look at 56.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Garoppolo now. And incomplete here on third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. Now Gillisley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Gillisley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
This is Leonard Fournette. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Room to run inside the 40. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Lynch on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, Lynch. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And now here's a carry heading left. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gillislee with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Lynch. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. second down. Here's Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. They find some open field here. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And his kick is good. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They try again with Lewis. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now Lewis. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
run with Lewis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, here we go. Blue line, Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. Back to throw, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Green 39! Green 39!
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 30.
Here's a give to Fournette. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Patriots. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They run. This is Lewis. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
Garoppolo. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Here we go. Back to that Philly. Here we go. No, check.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. Back deep, Rashad Green. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Lynch. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Lynch. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Here we go now.
To throw on second down. Lynch. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Lynch now throwing on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
This is Lewis. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he cut Dion Lewis, the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lynch. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. But guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
On 3rd down, Lynch. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's Lynch. James has it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll toss it to Fournette. Fighting through. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, it's Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and 2. Now Lynch. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Second and goal to still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This the most important of them all. Third and goal. So we got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on fourth down?
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They run the counter now on first down. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the D-line's going to spread out. And now here's a carry heading left. Dion Lewis. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And a good job on the hold there, as this is good through the snow, and this game is tied. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
In motion, James, the tight end. To throw on second down. Lynch. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go.
Now it's Lynch. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. As they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Detroit back down in that Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Now let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he'll be shoved to the turf that time. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Here we go. 3, 19.
on third down. It's Lewis. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They come out here in the I. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. This for the lead in the final stages. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now it's Lynch. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. This is Fournette. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
It's Fournette, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll run with Fournette, and an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This a long one in the elements here in the snow. And he nailed it. It's good. Through the snowflakes, he finds a way to get it to go. And the Jaguars have won the game. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Jacksonville, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for New England, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.